but let's start with the co-main, because the co-main, again, you got Adam Kownacki, 20-2. He's got 15 knockouts, taking on Demirezenem, who is also a knockout artist himself. He only has one loss. Adam, I'll start with you. Listen, I know you're coming off of back-to-back stoppage losses to Robert Helenius. You're facing a guy who's won 5 straight fights. How important is this fight to your career right now?
I think it's the biggest fight right now. You know, it's a fight I have to win if I want to stay relevant in the heavyweight division. And I'm really focused. I've been training very hard, so I can't go in there, back home, and get that win, July 30th.
Keith Trimble is, of course, the trainer of Adam Kownacki. And Keith, when you looked at, let's say, the tape, what have you guys concentrated on and maybe done differently in this camp to make sure you get a winning result come July 30th?
We just got to get back to really working beyond the jab and defense, the head movement, just not getting lackadaisical. So, you know, you're going to see hopefully a lot better footwork, a lot of movement, and working behind that jab.
Adam, tell us why, in your opinion, this fight is going to be different from the past couple of fights we've seen you in.
So, as you know, I had 2 kids, you know, the past 2 years were very life-changing for me. I mean, for the best in my personal life, but my professional life was a little bit different, you know. I couldn't have everything and a cherry on top, you know. I had to make some sacrifices. So for this fight, I'm definitely isolated from my family. It's been, you know, hard. I'm missing them for 6 weeks. They were in Poland, so I missed them. But, you know, I'm doing this just to stay focused and make sure I come out victorious July 30th.
And Adam, this is a question. Let me just be straight. Do you believe that Adam Kownacki is still one of the elite heavyweights in the sport?
I wouldn't be doing this if I thought otherwise, you know. Luckily, I've been, you know, I invested money right, so I don't have to do this. I want to be the first Polish world champion. That's why I do this. I couldn't afford anybody else. I mean, I have a great team behind me, you know, so we could have took an easier fight, but I want to fight the best guys out there, you know, and I think beating Ali puts me back in the mix because he beat some top guys, and beating him puts me back where I want to be.
Mm-hmm. And Keith, that's the same question to you. Can you tell us why you believe that Adam Kownacki is still one of the elite heavyweights in the sport?
I think his mind is just in the right, you know, he has the right mind frame right now. You know, we had those setbacks, but moving forward, like he just said, he could be doing other things. You know, it comes down to a mental thing, and he wants to be the best in the world. You know, of course, hey, all the allocates come with it, the money, the this, the that, but he truly wants to be that first Polish heavyweight champion, world champion. And, you know, he has other reasons than just for the money. He wants to really be a world champion. So, you know, listen, at the end of the day in this sport, you know, you're only as good as your last fight. You know, you're 20-0, you're riding on top of the world. And bottom line is, you know, you lose a fight, you lose 2 fights. You know how everybody is. Everybody wants to shit on you. So we got a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. You know, I have all the belief in him. I know he can win this fight, and I know he can be a world champion. So we just got to take it one step at a time. Don't got to force anything and rush anything. Just go in there, take care of July 30th, and move on from there.
Adam, you're back home basically in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. You've had some really big wins in that arena. Tell me, what is it? How do you feel being back at Barclays Center, being back in Brooklyn, fighting in front of what's going to be a home crowd for you?
Yeah, it's going to be a red and white arena. You know, a lot of Polish people are going to come out, support me. A lot of, you know, I moved to Miami, so a lot of people from Long Island come out, support me. You know, it's going to be a great night. You know, I can't wait to be back in there and New York. But this is the first major card back in Barclays Center, or second, right? So yeah, so Javante Davis is the second big card back in Barclays Center. So I can't wait, to be back in there.
So I'm going to ask you, although I'm sure you have this, you're already sick of seeing me every week, couple of times a week. Question for you. After those 2 losses to Hellenius, was it the time that we start thinking like, maybe this is not it. Maybe this is not me. This is not going to happen for me, because you never wanted to be just the guy who fights and makes some money. For you, it was like the bigger things in store. Mentally, did you ever thought maybe this is it?
Never. I mean, I always go out and do my best. Try to conquer the world. When I started boxing, I was old. My goal was to win the New York Golden Gloves. I did it my first year, and to win a world title. I mean, that goal. Like I said, and that's what I'm doing. And I think the road back. I mean, it was a good 20 fights. I hit a little bump in the road, but July 30th, it's back on the back on the right track, and getting that win, and hopefully to get a title shot within a year or two. I'm in great hands with Heyman and PBC, so I know they'll help me make it happen.
You're going back to the basics, more jabs, more additional footwork. These are things, of course, I know you've learned before, but getting back to those basics, which one has been the most challenging as far as getting that jab going again, or has it been the footwork, getting back to being able to move around the ring and not just brawl and overcome people with your power?
I think the footwork. I mean, I remember being in camp with Vladimir Klitschko, and I was like, wow, this guy has amazing footwork. And he had really good footwork. And I started practicing more and more, and I just got away from it, I mean, I know I could take a punch, so I just, I know I could stand there and just, go blow for blow, and usually, well, for the most part of my career, I was able to come up on top. The past 2 fights, didn't end up that way, so now I gotta go back to the drawing board and figure it out, and start going back to the basics and the footwork, double jab, and if I want to take to the next step, that's what I gotta do.
Thank you very much. Best of luck to you and Gary on fight night.
Thank you.
Since we started with you, Adam, we'll end with you for the thousands who will come into Barclays Center in Brooklyn to come see you, for the hundreds of thousands who will turn on Showtime July 30th. What can you guarantee that they're going to get when Adam Kownacki steps into the ring with Demirezenem?
Well, they always see fireworks, right? I'm back. Can't wait to be back in Brooklyn, and make sure to tune in. If you can't be here, we'll catch you on the show.